Hey, what's going on? It's Eric, and I'm going to make a video today about this thing here. It's a chlorine producing unit. But I made a video about this a while back, but that was when I first was, starting the channel, and it really sucks. And I think I got a little better at making videos. Not much, but so I'm going to make another one because, especially with what's going on now, this is really important with people wiping out the shelves in like Walmart and shit. That a lot of these places, people saying that by them you can't get Clorox. By me, Clorox is still there. Sorry about that noise. I keep opening and closing this. I fidget. I do that. But yeah, but by me there's still Clorox. There's still plenty of stuff. But some people saying where they live, the stuff is gone. But anyway, so I have this thing here. This is a chlorine producing unit. I got it from, I'll put that right here, swimforhim.info. It's $50. Let me get the handle out of the way. I'll do that again for you. There you go. It was $50. It's a donation for this charity place. And what they do is they produce these chlorine making units for countries that don't have running water, that they got to go up to the freaking river and get this muddy, shitty water out of there and use that to drink from. So, they set them up with filters and these things so they can disinfect the water. So anyway, you can actually build one of these at home too, but I bought this thing, $50. It's good. But anyway, it comes in a red case. I put it in this little plastic ammo can, and I just peeled the sticker off the red case and stuck it on the top here. And this one's just a little more sturdy, and it's smaller too. The other one was big red, like plastic, crappy toolbox. But anyway, so yeah, so it comes with the unit. This is the chlorine producing unit. Okay, this connects to a battery, red on positive, black on negative, and it's got these two, I don't know if you can see them, two like wire mesh things in there, and the wire connects to them and they're separate, so they're not touching. So when you connect to the battery, they're not making contact. When you pour the salt water in here, now the salt water causes a contact with positive and negative, and it starts bubbling and foaming, because what that's doing, the electricity is turning the salt into chlorine, because salt is chlorine, hydrochloride, is that what it is? Something like that? I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But anyway, so yeah, so what you do is you pour it in, they give you these two, let me show you what they give you. They give you that thing, they give you 2 cups, well, 2 bottles with lids. They give you a little squeegee thing. I never use this, I don't know what it's for, but then they give you a little dropper bottle, and they give you a chlorine test kit to test how much chlorine is in there, the pH of the water. Then they give you directions, and they give you this card. This is really cool. It's a card. This is mixing and dosing reference card. How much water, how much of the chlorine to add to the water to disinfect it. And the back has a, for the chlorine producing unit, mixing and dosing reference card. It says the same freaking thing on both sides. Alright, but this is the mixing reference on this side, on how much salt to use and how much water. So basically, if you take 16 ounces of water, you add 45 milliliters of salt, which is 4 tablespoons. Okay, so you mix 4 tablespoons of salt in the water, mix it up, make sure the salt is like dissolved. And this works the same way as if you got a salinated swimming pool, like a saltwater swimming pool that produces its own chlorine. This is basically the same thing on a smaller scale. And then what you do is, now you have the water and the salt mixed. You take this, you bring it out to your car or a car battery, whatever you got, hook it up, or if you got a generator that has the 12 volt output, you hook it up, and black, like I said, black to negative, red to positive. But honestly, I don't think it really matters, because it's going to make contact either way anyway, so whichever one. But I would suggest starting your car, because I think this is going to drain your battery a lot. So start your car while you do this, so it's running, so it keeps the battery charged. So then you have your cup of water, 16 ounces of water. It's got a little hole under here, if you can see that. Okay, you pour the water in here, a little at a time, you know what I mean? Fill it up. It'll start bubbling, foaming, shit. But while you do that, this has the hole. Make sure you got something under it to catch it. So when you pour it in, it's going to start pouring it out. You know what I mean? So just hold it till all the water drains out, and then when all the water's out, do it again. Do it 5 times. According to the directions, it says to do it 5 times is like the maximum, and you're not going to get any more stronger. They said if you do it more than 5 times is a waste. And you just keep doing that until you have, however much, bleach you need. And then you use it to disinfect water or disinfect your countertops, whatever you got to do. Especially with this coronavirus going around. With something like this, you don't have to worry about getting bleach. And bleach also has a shelf life, so you really can't store bleach for a long time because it loses its potency, supposedly. I don't know. I'm sure other people know better than I do. But anyway. So yeah, I can't get this thing back in here. Okay. So yeah, the only thing I would get for this, I think, is a dosing cup, because the volume of salt says 45 milliliters or 4 tablespoons. So if you have a little like a measuring cup, like one of those little dosing cups with the graduations on it, and you can measure out how much salt. So that's the only difference, the only thing I would add to it. And according to this, with the chlorine, you pass through 5 times, get it as strong as you can. It says for 1 gallon of water, 38 drops. I'll hold it up there, you could freeze it and read it later, check it out. Okay. Basically 5 drops for 16 ounces, 38 drops of water per gallon. That's more than bleach. I think the Clorox company recommends 8 drops to a gallon, but maybe this isn't as strong as straight up bleach. It's probably weaker, but it still works. And that's about it. So yeah, so if you go to this website here, I'll put a link to it. It's Safe Water International Ministries, swimforhim.info, okay? You donate $50, put in your address in there, you'll see what to do. It's all self-explanatory, and then they'll send you one of these things. You'll get it, and you can start making your own bleach for disinfecting stuff. And yeah, so I guess that's about it, and I will talk to you later.